Aló.
Hello, hello, girly pops. My name is Singularity Dubs, and welcome back to Allo. And if this is your first time listening, welcome to the FaceTime you didn't know you needed. Here we talk with honesty, no judgment, and definitely a little tea sprinkle over there. And the drink of the day is a s'mores iced latte, which is probably watered down by now, but it still slays. And this week we are talking about green flags, not the bare minimum of, well, he's nice sometimes, so I like him. No, none of that. We're talking about the traits that make a man or a partner feel steady and just genuinely good for you. But before we get there, if you haven't already, please make sure that you subscribe and follow the pod. I drop a new episode every Monday at 5:30 p.m. and I would love for you to be a part of this little community we're building. Let's start off with my favorite non-negotiable, princess treatment. Mind you, I know a lot of people are going to say like, oh, this is about money and it's about being spoiled, and they're not wrong inherently, but it's not about that. This is about intentionality, about effort, about how somebody chooses to make you feel. Honestly, in my head, princess treatment is like the idea of like a man not having to wait for you to beg for something. They're anticipating your needs. They're like a step ahead. It's about paying attention to your likes and dislikes. It's about going the extra mile. It's about if you said, oh my gosh, I'm having a really hard week at work and you guys are going to meet up on the weekend, he's going to do something special. He's going to take you out on like an extra special date, an extra special dinner. He's going to show up with flowers. Like he's going to send you sushi delivered to your house because he knows you had a hard day at work. It's about those type of things mostly. And now here's why princess treatment is my favorite. So if you didn't know, I was married for a long time. I swear to God, that's like my canon event, and I will bring it up on every single episode because PTSD. However, I was married for a long time, and obviously my ex had no clue what princess treatment meant. So when I got out of my relationship and I went back to like the dating apps, the first thing that I put on my bio was only princess treatment. I only accept princess treatment, something like that. But the things like I mentioned princess treatment. And I'm not gonna lie, I had a lot of matches, but some of the guys would be like, okay, well, what does princess treatment mean? Like, do you just want me to buy you anything you want? And I'm like, well, yeah, but not necessarily. Like, I do want you to buy me everything I want, but like, it's not about that. So I would just kind of explain it to them. And I was like, listen, if I have to explain to a guy what princess treatment means, like, maybe they're not the one for me. And my boyfriend now, I don't think he ever asked me about it. Honestly, he just like, he didn't even need to know. Like he will give me princess treatment whether he knows it or not. He just knows how to treat a woman. Okay, but before my boyfriend, I was going out with this guy that we're going to name James. That's obviously not his name, but anyways, he was on the Coast Guard. Okay, and he honestly was just not good for me. Like I don't even know. I was just bored. Okay, I was just going out with him because I was bored. Anyways, he obviously saw the princess treatment thing on my bio, and I think he like took it to heart, right? But like he didn't really know how to perform. So for him, it was mostly just through buying things. So like you best believe if I said, "Oh my gosh, I really want to buy these books," he would, Amazon Prime deliver those books to my house the same day. And he was very nice, of course, because who doesn't like to be shopped for? But he just didn't know the vibes. Like I remember one time we went to IKEA and I had like this wagon, like one of those like red wagons to carry stuff. And I had bought a lot of things. Like that wagon was heavy. I mean, it's furniture. What do you expect? And he was on his phone and he expected me to drag that wagon from the store to the parking lot. Like, beg your pardon? No, that is not princess treatment. Princess treatment means, sure, I'll buy my furniture because we're not really like boyfriend girlfriend dating together. Like I'll buy my own furniture, but you carry it. You carry it, you put it in the car, you get it out of the car, you put it up to my apartment, you build up furniture for me. That's what princess treatment is about. It's like treat me like an actual princess. And this guy had no concept of it. And I remember like I'm also a huge believer that sometimes men don't know what you want and what you need, so you have to voice it. Like I'm not a believer of like, well, I'm going to do this, so like they can assume and they can, through their intuition, they have none of that. Like voice your wants and your needs, and if they don't obey or like if they don't comply, then you know that maybe they're not the one for you. But like you have to make it known what is it that you want. So we're getting out of IKEA and I noticed he's like on his phone and like making me drag this wagon, and I'm like, I dragged it for a little bit and then I was like, honestly, this kind of sucks. Like, why are you making me drag this? I'm a girl. And he was like, oh, like you want me to pull the wagon? And I was like, it's not that I want you to pull the wagon, but why are you not? You're a man. And he's like, oh, sure, I'll pull it. But he looked too confused. And I'm like, I'm not liking this. Like, why are you not saying, oh my gosh, I am so sorry, I didn't notice? red flag. So I think princess treatment is more so about those things, like little things that like you will notice that maybe is not important to others, but you will notice. It's like, this is not making me feel great. You're not, I don't know, adoring me. I want a man to adore me. And like, honestly, that might sound a little bit bad, but I don't really care. I want whatever man I'm with to be obsessed with me. Because if you're not, then why are you with me? And mind you, let's not confuse being adored with being love bombed, which this other guy that I was telling you about, James, he was love bombing the living hell out of me. Thank God I stepped away from that. Anyways, but for example, here's a little princess treatment thing that like you wouldn't really like expect, but like it happened. So one time I was leaving out in the morning to go to work, and as soon as I get to my car, my window was broken. Like someone had broken into my car. I called my boyfriend. It was the first time ever that had happened to me. And like, I called my boyfriend. I'm like, you were not going to believe it. Someone broke into my car. I think it was my ex, because whole shenanigan. I'll tell you about that one later. But that was like the morning that we had to get divorced. So I assumed that he was breaking in. Anyways, so I tell him like, oh my gosh, someone broke in. And like, how the fuck am I going to fix this window? Because I have to go to work, and then I come back late. And like, by the time I come back, all of the window places are going to be closed. Like, there's no way I can fix this window. Like, should I take the day off to fix it? Like, do I leave the car just open like that in the parking lot to like commute to work? Like, what do I do? He's like, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. It's okay. Just go to work. We'll figure it out later. And I'm like, no, I don't want to figure out later. I want to figure out right now. Anyways, he tells me to go to work. He tells me that it's going to be fine. I come back because I take the ferry every morning to go to work. So I come back after the ferry. My car, pristine. The same place I left it in the morning, the same parking spot I left it at. I came back and my car was pristine. And I was like, what happened here? Like, what in the world? So I called my boyfriend. I'm like, what happened? And he's like, well, yeah, I mean, I just called a guy to like go fix your car. Like, you know, I told him where it was and he fixed it, and that's it. Like, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about taking the day off or like going anywhere. The window is fixed. I don't think I've heard hotter words come out of a man's mouth aside from, your car is fixed. Excuse me? My car is fixed. I didn't have to tell him, go fix my car. I didn't have to, oh, like, can you please? Like, it would be so nice. No. I didn't even think that it was a possibility for him to fix it. And like, I should have. I mean, honestly, I'm sure that if I had asked him, like, hey, can you please deal with it? He would have. But that's the whole point of princess treatment. You don't have to ask for things. You don't have to beg for them. The man or whoever your partner is will simply be a step in front, and they'll just deal with it. They'll anticipate your needs. This is what I mean. They'll anticipate your needs. And like, for sure, it was fine for James to be buying me whatever books I wanted and whatever I wanted, but he would have never fixed that car. He would have let me struggle. So princess treatment all the way through. And I want to go a little deeper into the love bombing of it all. I used to confuse intensity with love, okay? I used to confuse the little butterflies, the nervousness, all of that. I used to think that that was love. But over time and with getting older, I started learning that the people that show up consistently, firmly, the people that are there, it's so much more important than the people that are intense. And I had a video go viral about love bombing. Like, listen, love bombing feels great in the moment, but trust me, it won't last. Now, you might be wondering, like, okay, but how do I differentiate love bombing with real love? Because also, let me tell you something. Like, when a man is not obsessed with me, and this was me from the past because I'm obviously dating and like in a happy relationship right now. But whenever I would like talk to a man, like I liked him, of course, and he wouldn't be obsessed with me right away, and he would want to take things slow. I'd be like, what is broken with you? Like, there is something wrong with you. Why are you not obsessed with me? Like, I couldn't understand it. So I feel like in a lot of relationships, I led the way into love bombing because that's what I wanted. But that's really not healthy. And like, that's not what you want if you want a serious committed relationship. I mean, if you want a hookup, for sure. If you want a couple month long hookup, absolutely. Let yourself be love bombed. Otherwise, don't take it that way. But if you are thinking of taking your relationship a little bit slower and you want that healthy relationship vibes, here are some of the green flags that I've learned to look for when I want that, you know, quiet, slow, grounded type of relationship. Number one, this guy or woman or whatever your partner is, I'm just talking about men because I date men, he's emotionally safe. And not just emotionally intelligent, emotionally safe. Because anyone can read a self-help book. And to be honest, like, a lot of people can have emotional intelligence about themselves, not about others though. So how do you feel in their presence? Do you feel judged? Do you feel seen? Do you feel like you can be messy and they'll still like you? How do you feel? Do you feel safe around them? So look out for emotional safety. Number 2, he follows through, not follows up, follows through with things, even the little things. And this is something that I swear to God, I am such a sucker for, because when you tell me something, I will take it to heart. Like even the little stuff. Like if you're telling me, oh, I'll call you after work, I will be looking for that call after work. Or if you tell me, oh, we are going to get ice cream next Sunday, I will put in my calendar that we are going to get ice cream next Sunday. And if you don't do it, I'm going to slowly start losing trust on you. And it sucks, but like, it is what it is. I mean, if someone promises you something and then they don't do it, whether it's big or small, and I don't mean like, oh, I'll buy you a Chanel bag next month, and then they buy you the Chanel bag. Like, not those type of things. Even the smaller things, like they didn't call you after work, they didn't take you for that ice cream. Like, those type of things might seem so tiny, but I swear to God, it does start breaking you a little bit. And to be honest, I think it goes deeper than just, oh, following through. The following through shows that that person respects your time, your trust, your little grain of trust that you're putting on them. They're taking it seriously. They care about it. And to me, that means the world. Number 3, he makes your life easier and not more chaotic. Listen to me. I am 26 years old, okay? Thankfully, I am in a point in my life where I can afford rent by myself. I can afford my groceries by myself. I can afford a certain lifestyle that I really, really like by myself. Like, I do not need a man to give me the lifestyle that I want, that I need. I don't need a man, okay? I love the guy that I'm with, but like, I don't need him, okay? I want him. I don't need him. And if you are bringing a partner into your life and this person is not making your life easier in some type of way, why are you bringing it in? Okay, here's the thing. I think a lot of girls, for example, will say, well, he's paying rent, so like my life is easier. Sure. So like you guys are splitting the rent, but the emotional part, you're stressed all the time. You don't trust him, so you're like always want to look into his phone and you're like, are you cheating? Are you not cheating? Is that worth well, he's paying rent? No. This person should make your life easier in every aspect. And listen, relationships are complicated. Of course, you're going to have your ups and downs. But if they're not making your life easier, do not bring them in. And maybe this is like a whole topic for another episode, but work towards having the life that you want by yourself so you don't have to depend on a man. Because you best believe when I was married, there was a lot of like financial, I don't know if financial abuse, but my ex had the finances. Like there was a period where I didn't work. He made more. His parents helped him out. So whenever we split up, I genuinely had no idea what in the world I was going to do. How was I going to afford my life by myself? Like I was terrified. Okay. So do not let that be you. Like work towards whatever you want so that you can choose with a cold and like level-headed head. You know, like you do not have just feelings and bills choosing for you. You can choose by whether this person is good for you or not. Besties, another green flag to look forward for is to not feel like you're auditioning for the girlfriend role. You don't need to constantly prove that you're the one for him. If he likes you and you guys are the one for each other, he'll know. He will see you for who you are. And listen, if you are on the younger side of the audience of this podcast, I know damn well that when I was like 13, 15, maybe even 18, to be honest, I would turn and I would like morph into whatever the guy that I like was. And this is what I mean. Like, if the guy that I was talking to liked video games, who you best believe I was looking up every single video game information I could find so that I could have a conversation with this man about video games. Never have I ever liked video games. I hate video games. But I would get all the information to talk to him as if I knew. I would like know the codes on the little keyboard. Like I knew it all to talk to him. Then after that, I was going out with a guy that likes soccer, like hardcore like soccer, okay? I didn't know anything about soccer. I was not a soccer girly. I learned everything. I chose a team. I chose the team that he liked so that we could talk and like we could be on the same page because like, oh, if I like his team, he's going to like me. No, you do not need to be just turning into be you and you'll find a guy that likes you for you. I do, however, think that this whole like turning into whatever these guys were built a lot of my personality because then I started liking soccer for real because of him. I mean, like I started watching soccer for him and then I liked it for me. And then I went out with a guy that liked finances. So like there were good things about this, but bottom line, you don't have to turn into this guy's type to fit in with him. Be you. If he likes you for you, great. If not, next. Ooh, and this is another big one. Make sure to find somebody that understands your independence and respects it. And I know this might sound so stupid. You're like, yeah, I would never let a man dictate what I want to do or like what I can't do. I understand, okay? But things get toxic pretty quickly. And like, to be honest, you don't even notice it. And I'm going to give you this example, okay? I was with my ex-husband, right? That was very abusive. And a trait of abusive men is that, or abusive relationships is that they'll isolate you, right? This guy didn't let me get in Bart for the entirety 4 years of our relationship, okay? Because Bart was too dangerous, because Bart had drunk people and homeless and this and that, and like I couldn't get in Bart. So if I wanted, Bart here is like the metro. It's what people use in the Bay to get anywhere, to be honest. So I couldn't get in Bart. I couldn't get in public transportation because I was going to get murdered. Apparently, it's like and it terrified me, like, to be honest. Like, he put all of these ideas in my head about the metro that I was like, yeah, I mean, I can't take it. Like, I'm a woman by myself, I can't take it at 1 p.m. God forbid. Like, no, I can't take the bar by myself. I completely forgot where I came from. I'm from Venezuela. I'm from Caracas. My city ranked like most dangerous city in the world for like 5 years in a row. Not that I'm proud of that, but I lived there for those 5 years in a row. I took the metro there by myself since I was like 13 years old. What am I freaking scared of? Like, this is the first world. Like, this is a first world country. Like, no, the BART here is not worse than the metro in Caracas. Like, let's get it together, okay? But it's like those little type of things. Like, he didn't let me have friends, you know? Like, if I ever spoke to a man, that man wanted something with me. They wanted to fuck me. If I ever spoke to a girl, she wants something from you. She wants to be on your social media. And I'm like, it's not like I'm going to blow them up. I mean, I'm struggling as it is. Like, no, they don't want something from me. Like, you just don't want me to be with them. So look for a man that respects your friends. It respects your independence, like financial. They know you have a career. They know you want to work or that you don't want to work. Whatever it is, make sure that they respect the life you have right now. Make sure that they're not going to come in and fully change everything upside down. They like you for who you are, for what you have, and just overall your life. They like your life. They're not wanting to change it. They like it. They're just here to make it better. Okay, girly pops, and I'm just doing another quick little pause. If you're liking this episode, if you're resonating with it, please make sure to like follow me and just rate the pod, subscribe. It honestly helps me a lot and it lets me know that you are liking the things that I'm putting out there. But let's get back to the tea. Something needs to be said about addressing the fact that there is a difference between a green flag and the bare minimum. Because I feel like as women, and honestly men are getting like they're getting ickier as years go by, I swear to God. But I feel like we have been dealing with sucky men for so long that now we see the bare freaking minimum and we're like, this guy is a god. This guy deserves the world. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He's literally doing the bare minimum. He just opened the door of the car for you. That's it. Oh, he's texting you back? That's not a green flag. That's just being an adult. That's like showing interest. That's not a green flag. No, it's not. Oh, he's not cheating on you. Okay, bare minimum. One would expect, I would expect, if I'm with somebody to not cheat on me. Like, if we've already established that we are exclusive, okay, that's to be expected. That's not a green flag. And I know that mine sounds so stupid and like so obvious, but I've had girlfriends that is like, well, yeah, you know, like he's this and this and this and this and this, and he'll yell at me and blah, blah, but he's not cheating on me. Excuse me? That's what you can expect. You shouldn't expect this man to cheat on you. So I just wanted to reiterate that in case you needed to hear it. Oh, he's telling you you're cute? Okay, you are cute. So he's just stating a fact. Also, can we just address, and I'm just going to go off on a tangent here right now. Sometimes guys will tell me, oh my gosh, you're so pretty. And honestly, at this point in my life, my immediate reaction is not, thank you. No. I'll be like, I know. Which honestly, I know a lot of guys love. They love that shit. Like when you don't give into their shit, like they want it even more. But my immediate reaction is not thank you. Because I know I am pretty. You're stating a fact. And you're not telling me to like make me feel good. You're telling me so that I can fall for you. So like, yeah, I'm pretty. Okay. Bare minimum. So please do not fall for a man because he's texting you back. Do not fall for a man because he's calling you pretty. Do not fall for a man. No. Those things are bare minimum. Like any guy can do that. Because I know damn well you're going to the gas station. And when you go to the gas station by yourself, there's always a homeless guy there telling you how pretty you are, how he will bring the moon down for you, how he'll give you anything you want. He has nothing, but he'll give you anything you want. So you're telling me that finance bro with the Patagonia jacket, like, oh, because he's telling you the same thing as the homeless man, you're giving him a chance? No. Honestly, girl, we've been in survival mode for so freaking long that we put the bar on the floor. Our standards on the ground. So green flags as opposed to bare minimum. So green flags as opposed to bare minimum is about how somebody shows up for you in the long run. It's about the effort being consistent. It's when your nervous system can finally calm down and relax. It's not this anxiety of like, is he going to text me back? Is he this and this and this? No. When a guy has a lot of green flags, your system calms down. You feel like you can breathe. And honestly, in the dating world nowadays, that's not very normal. That's not very common, to be honest. And if you still don't understand this concept, I want you to think back of a relationship you had, even a situationship, a moment when you felt safe. Was it something they said? Was it something they did? Was it a accumulation of things they were saying and doing? Those are your green flags. The things that make you feel safe. And here's something else. I think that we as women sometimes can be our worst enemies, because I remember after I got out of my ex-husband situation, right? I remember talking to my girlfriends about what I wanted in my next man, and they would just tell me, well, that's never going to happen. Like, American men don't do that. And I had a super viral video, like maybe 2 million views about this. Like, no, American men are never going to do that. Because I remember saying, like, yeah, I want princess treatment, and I want presents every week, and I want him to open my door, and I want him to talk to my family, and I want X, Y, and Z. And I remember a lot of women saying that is literally never going to happen. Maybe not for you with that attitude, but it happened for me, that's for sure. But things won't happen unless you're clear on what you want. If you're a little like dubious of like, oh yeah, I'm willing to let go of this, and like I'm willing to let him do that, of course it's not going to happen, because you yourself are not clear on what you want. So even though people wanted me to feel like I was being way too picky, girl, asking for somebody that's gentle, romantic, consistent, emotionally aware, that is not too much to ask. It simply is something that doesn't come across very often, so you feel like you can achieve it. But yes, you can. You just have to know what you want. And now, after feeling picky for a long time, I understand that I am not high maintenance. I am not picky. I simply have self-worth. Because guess what? You are allowed to wait for the kind of love that doesn't feel like work. You're allowed to want softness. You're allowed to want romanticism. You're allowed to say no to chaos. Even if the chaos looks a little exciting and it gives you a little spark, you're allowed to say no to that. If that's not what you want, you don't have to go with it. So just to recap, my non-negotiables are princess treatment through and through. Also, a guy that speaks my love languages, which, yeah, I kind of have all of the love languages, like, tough shit. A man that is kind to everybody and not just me. And I don't know if I went into like a lot of depth about it, but a guy can show a lot of kindness and a lot of like doing whatever you want with you because he's interested in you. But you will truly see who this person is on how he behaves with others. Like, if somebody else is like in a struggle and he won't help them, is he really kind, or is he simply wanting you? If he's only kind to you, he wants you. If he's not kind to others, he's not a kind person. So I want a kind guy. I also, non-negotiable, a guy that is emotionally safe and consistently. And lastly, a guy that respects my independence and adds peace to my life. Not chaos, just peace. So girly pops, I would love to hear your green flags. DM me your top green flag that you would never settle without, or comment it on the promo post of this week's episode, because honestly, we have to make our standards known. We have to make it louder. These men need to start catching up. And don't forget to share this video with that bestie that you know you have that needs to raise the bar. Or maybe just let her know that she deserves the love, she deserves the calmness, she deserves respect, she deserves to be treated like a goddamn princess. And if you're listening to this, you deserve to be a princess. And remember, it's not being high maintenance, it's not being picky to have standards. It's simply having self-love. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Besitos.